Oh, happy day. I'm so excited because I know that this story is going to set so many people free. Look, the Bible tells us that for we overcome by our testimonies, right? So I knew that one day that God was going to have me share this testimony. And I just know there's going to be so many people that set free because of this, because there are so many people who are living in the dark and just wish that somebody else could come to the forefront with the same story so they can know that they're not by themselves. Now, I know that my testimony is made for such a time as this because of the things that are going on in the world today. And so many people are dying from the same situation that I overcame. So, uh, like with Enchanting, Big Scar, uh, Rich Homie Quan, with these overdoses, and I'm just gonna keep it real, go keep it real. I was addicted to fentanyl for a few years. So I want to just get into that and give you the background, the story, how I started, how things were going, how they ended, and where I am now. So stay tuned. It all started because I was dealing with childhood trauma, and I didn't really know. I didn't know that it was affecting me the way that it was because, I kind of blocked that out subconsciously, and I didn't even really know it, right? Which my childhood trauma caused me to become a people pleaser. So I was trying to please everybody in my life, and I really didn't care. Like I was being betrayed. Like I would be betrayed, but that's another story. So we're gonna fast forward to since I was so unhappy as a child, and I was trying to please everybody else around me. I was really empty, and I was looking for something to fill me. I was so unhappy, and I didn't know that I needed God, but I was searching for this fulfillment in all of the wrong places, all of the wrong places. So I would search for this fulfillment in everything, like in people. Like the thing is, I had an addiction before the fentanyl, and I didn't even really notice it. I was addicted to making everybody else happy instead of pouring that into myself. So, the addiction really just manifested itself in a different way. It just got a lot worse. So we're just gonna fast forward a little bit. I had an addiction basically to people pleasing, making sure everybody else was straight. If anytime my friends had called me and said, "Hey, we riding out," I was there. I mean, riding till the wheels fell off. Okay. And then if the wheels fell off, guess what? I would get out, even in a hurricane, a tornado, or a rain, put them wheels back on. We gonna ride out again. So, let me go fast forward again. So I ended up this really, it got bad. I didn't really start self-medicating until like I was like maybe in my 20s and stuff, right? So should I go into that? I'm trying to think. Okay, so I had a small issue, and then being addicted to fentanyl was my larger issue. My small issue was that when I was younger, I was basically pill chasing, and nobody really knew, right? This is when urgent cares was able to urgent cares was giving out like Norcos and stuff, right? So I had like my first Norco when I can't remember how old I was. I was like 20 something, and I was like, oh, this makes me feel good, I'm not condoning it, but it was my happy pill, and I would dibble and dab here and there, and then like I would be at work, I would have it was just something that I would use to relax, but not knowing that it was building up to something so much worse. Now let me tell you something. I was a closet addict. Okay, a closet addict. Nobody knew. Nobody around me knew. But one thing is, what the Bible says, that what the enemy meant for evil, God meant for good. Listen, not what the enemy meant for evil, God will turn it for your good. It's about your perspective. The word says what the enemy meant for evil, God meant for good. So you got to really just change your perspective on how we look at things for the things that we eventually overcome, right? So anyways, I wanted to be happy so bad. Like, still keep it real. My family triggered me a lot. I mean, a lot. I'm just sitting here like I can't understand how I love these people so much, but they get on my nerves. They get on my nerves, God. I just want to be happy. I want to be happy with these people right here. These people that I ride for, right? So I used to go around my family. I pop my pill and be like, happy around my family. Forcing my happiness, though, and I didn't even really realize it. I was forcing my happiness, and then I was digging a bigger and deeper hole for myself instead of getting help and letting these people know, hey, you niggas get on my nerves. So if it's just that, if we really deal with the issue instead of trying to suppress the issue, you will definitely find your help. You will definitely end up getting somewhere. I just really kind of like, that's just a little background. I'm gonna just really get into when and how I got addicted to fentanyl. So with me I'm self-medicating, right? So how I ended up self-medicating is because COVID hit, right? COVID hit, and I'm like, we in the house all day, and I couldn't be in the house by myself with my emotions. Do you know how many thoughts was running through my head? First of all, I had got so bad to the point where I would drink a pint of Hennessy every day. Every day. I carried that mug around in my purse. Yep, took a swig, and no lie, that's where Royal Sips was born from. But we're going to get into that as well one day. So, I had ended up self-medicating because I met somebody as well during COVID. Now, my use of the pills did not increase until I met this person. I'm not saying that they were the issue, but I was ignoring the red flags, and since I was ignoring the red flags, my body alarms is going off, right? My anxiety, I got headaches, I got intrusive thoughts like a mug. I mean, I was going through it. So anyways, I had ended up I had went to the doctor. Before I had actually met this person, I had went to the doctor, and I had got medication for, I wasn't depressed. I just had anxiety bad. I had anxiety so bad. And I went to the doctor. I got some anxiety medicine. Like, I mean, to the point I couldn't breathe and stuff, right? I know now what it was, but I couldn't breathe. I had anxiety bad. And then my homegirl, she had the same issue, so she ended up letting me know that she had some medication, which was a different medication from what I already had. And I'm like, oh shoot, this worked for me, right? But that was actual anxiety medicine. I think she had Zoloft or something like that, right? But I was drinking at the time, so I was blacking out. And I wake up not knowing where I was, and we got bad. So the person that I was dealing with, oh yeah, I had to self-medicate because I'm just like, because this is where my people pleasing is coming in at, right? I don't want to say anything to him about what he got going on, because I'm like, I don't want to, I really want him around. People pleasing like a muck. I wanted him around because he was showing me a little bit of attention, y'all. A little bit of attention. If I would have just fell on my knees and prayed, I would have got a lot of attention from the right one. But I was satisfied with the little attention that I was receiving from this person, right? Who wasn't even my type. Wasn't even what I was used to. Well, none of that. So I'm just bypassing the red flags, right? Like, one that hit me in my face, and I'm like, another one come in my face, I'm like, get out my way. All I see is him right there, mister. was gone. You listen, my hair was gone. Okay, my hair was gone. I mean, gone. I can't tell you how gone my hair was. Now, God still wouldn't let me get too far though. God would not let me get too far. So I started. I ended up I guess one day, the guy didn't have any blues. So I'm just like, all right, cool, not a problem. I ended up finding somebody else with him. This is where the story takes a turn. So I ended up finding somebody with these pills, right? And it was half. It was half the amount that I was paying with the other guy, right? So I should have knew something, but I'm just like, no, it's just he a younger guy, so he probably just trying to make money, you know. Yes, baby.
I just want to. I just have to come back.
So I ended up, I thought that, just because he was young, that, he was just trying to make money or whatever, but I asked him, I said, what, you suddenly, I'm like, in the city, they double this price, so.
Sorry, Mommy.
Yeah, double this price, so how much, I'm like, is there something wrong with this? He's like, no, you good, so I'm like, okay. I'm over here comparing my real one to the other one I just received. I'm over here like, it's a little off, but who cares? At this point, I was gone, right? I was really gone. And I started buying these. I'm just sitting here like now I'm feeling the difference. I'm really starting to feel a difference, and I'm just like, what is this? I was I'll just be, mid-sentence and be just talking like, yeah, da, 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 and just doze out. Now, I did start, I was trying to, like, ease my way away from the person who was, the reason why I was self-medicating, right? Because I'm just like, this person is hurting me. Like, I'll tell them about how I feel and, the things that are affecting me. Now, let me tell you one thing. God would never allow me to tell this person about what I was dealing with behind closed doors. Now, the funny thing is, I was laid up with this person dang near every single day. All day, every day. Now, it got to the point, I ain't gonna lie. It got to the point where I was so just gone off these pills that I wanted everybody, if you sold weed around me, I want you to sell these pills too. So, I eventually, anyway, I really don't even want to touch too much on my situationship that I was in. I don't want to really touch on that, but I will touch on that in a story for how it was affecting me to take pills and stuff. But I was ignoring all the red flags. I mean, he came with a bouquet of red flags. I'm over here with my glasses on like, I don't see none.